Yo, back. Going back out. We're going out to Cali. There's the hoodie Mario. Took an L to Clemson, man. We gotta get some help to make it to the ACC championship. See how it play out. So we win, Mario. California, even though it's October, it shouldn't be cold. We'll win the black uni, so we're gonna wear that. We're gonna do the bubble. It might be a little chilly. Might be a little chilly at night. Are we playing at night? I don't know. I'm gonna say what time. Let's see what time. 10:30 at night. Yeah. We got Virginia Tech. We gotta finish strong, fellas. Finish strong by recruiting. Let's go, man. This is actually the first game of the season, real season. See what we're gonna do. Get back on the winning track.
Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Stanford Cardinals. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense will get the first possession of the game.
Terrible last week. You on short leash, dog.
It all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will
Same play against Clemson last week.
Not much.
Except I ran into traffic.
Your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Find some fresh air. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense
man, so delayed hit out of bounds, man.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really
they
easy.
got the
Actually, when you got a
jets.
guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed, and elusiveness. Just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Looking for room. It's Hardy. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami.
Let's go. Not one pass.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing
Not
their
one
last game, so how about you
pass.
come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Stanford's offense will have its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game. When you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll do it himself. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Shakes off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, And this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to make the tackle.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown,
Let's
Hurricane.
go, Hardy.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14.
Hardy going for 200.
A very efficient
He going for 200.
5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house.
Set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Smashes ahead.
Who missed that tackle?
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Pulls it in. It's Hall. Across the 45. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Jackson will throw. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Here's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Offense facing 4th down. Number 37 on to punt it away.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Johnson looking to throw. And that one's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Trying to get it to the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Hardy. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Fleming. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads it left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in.
He's JoJo Trey in the
I know you
head.
want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
Yeah, and it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of.
Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Canes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Canes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. On the move, he fires. Touchdown, Canes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Oregon. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Hampton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Stanford wants to push the pace. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Blasted as he lets it go. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Going for 6. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Way to go.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play
Few
was
and
the
far
fact that
between
they forced the
interceptions.
turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Johnson looking to throw. Fires left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He fires to the left side. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked
Oh
off.
my God.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this
Not trying to
everything
push
has to
that.
happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. Ball's got to be out quicker.
I'm trying to check it down to Pringle, man, and just get down. I was gonna run out of time anyway. Oh man. I got Cam underneath right there for the touchdown. Lord. I threw it the triangle.
Snapped off faster. They were just
What,
way
4
too
seconds
late,
left?
and as a result, the
Might have
defense
had
gets the
time.
INT.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple.
And Blunt, they're not the quarterback out.
I
They're
just score.
standing
I can
over.
get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Kamatova. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And here comes the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Dampier. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Now lead him
Well, the
inside.
offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They punted away on 4th down. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Black. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it in the middle, it's Black. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? 4-2 Spider. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the corner.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside
Good
kick.
catch, boy.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got a man. It's Coleman. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind them last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Dampier. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 27 over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field.
Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line and deep in your own
God, they got Mario Craven.
like that.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking for room at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45.
That was late. Hold, bro.
Huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. Jackson will throw. Makes the catch. It's Hampton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Hampton. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Nice route. Nice catch. Should have caught time. I wasn't set.
This receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about it.
It's a seam wide open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The play action fake. And as he throws, grab near the marker. It's Black. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it is not a good day. You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not.
He lobs one high down the left side. What a spectacular grab there.
Man, he got bossed. O'Connor, you gonna get benched, dog. You get bossed out there. He's in perfect position.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle.
Bro.
A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Yeah, he just bossed you, dog. Ain't nothing I can say about that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. On the run, it's Pringle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might as well stick with him.
Go.
Thrust that arm out.
Yeah, he got 300. That's all I was trying to do.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. Here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. He will need some oomph in this one. A 51-yard attempt and from the right side. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Winning those.
You don't care nothing about Stanford. You got beat.
Every play, time
you got beat, dog.
Time after time, and that leads to a victory.
206.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David
We'll take the W.
Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another
See
presentation
Virginia Tech.
of EA Sports College Football.
Check the standings. We'll see if we got a shot at the ACC championship. Peace.